Hello and good morning, Jolson. Welcome to Markham. Everybody, thank you so much for braving the cold to be here with us today as we kick off this celebration in advance of Chinese Heritage Month. And I don't know if you're aware, Markham is the only city, the first city in Canada that has proclaimed celebration of Chinese Heritage Month in February. And that is very much thanks to the wonderful people you see sitting before you today. And this initiative was proclaimed by Regional Councillor Joe Lee. Can we give him a special round of applause? Now this February we have some amazing events lined up and some really amazing community partners. First, I want to introduce the organizing committee, everyone that's sitting here on the stage. Chairperson, Regional Councillor Joe Lee. Honorary Chair, Markham Mayor Frank Scarpitti. And we have our lovely co-chairs, Deputy Mayor Michael Chan. Ward 2 Councillor Ritch Lau. Ward 6 Councillor Yeung Collucci. And Ward 8 Councillor Isa Lee. There is so
Good morning. Thank you for taking the time to attend this morning conference. Thank you. As a mayor hotel, we have a new face here. Really appreciate coming and helping us. First of all, I just want to start it, as actually a Punta Markham is the first city in Ontario or in Canada to declare Chinese heritage. I think without the support of our Mayor Scarpitti and our Markham Council, you have seen our committee member here, each neighbor, I think we have other council that's sitting here this morning, which is Council Jones here. I think Council Richard Lau is at the back here. So I think the council member support were able to make Markham the first city to declare Chinese heritage. And we are proud of the tradition of 5,000 years history. I'm not going to get into detail, but this morning I'm very happy to see our Prime Minister in China and setting up a new relation with China. I think that will help, beside politics aside, I think it will enhance the more cultural exchange and make us more aware about, the 5,000 history. There are a lot of you just mentioned about different associations doing different performance for our event. I think this will help to get the people connected to the community. Eventually, more understanding will happen. So, and I feel good to live in a great city like Markham, and so the blessing of our mayor. So we are moving forward, and everything in Markham we lead by example. We always take initiative. So I'm not going to get into a lot of detail about other councils we will talk about. I just was going to thank the mayor and the member of the council for supporting me to put the city of Markham on the road map as the first city which I'm very much. Thank you everyone for attending the event this morning.
Well, thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Lei Hou Ma, Ni Hao, Da Jia Hao. A warm welcome to everyone. And actually, it's great to see you here. I've seen this morning. I know you've done a lot across the GTA when it comes to hosting, emceeing many events, particularly charitable events. So I thank you for your commitment. But actually, as a successful businesswoman in her own right, and has done a great job of collaborating and building bridges between Canada and China. So I want to hear more of your Chinese later on because you speak it a lot better than I do. So we'll hear that later. Of course, I'm really pleased to be here with all of the co-chairs for the Chinese Heritage Month. I think when you see the individuals that are here, it's a reflection of the diversity that we have in the city of Markham. It's also a reflection of the strength of the Chinese community here in the city and the impact that they're having in so many different areas, and I will speak to that. So, to Deputy Mayor Michael Chan, of course to Regional Councillor Jolie, who chairs this and started this initiative, to Ward 6 Councillor Amanda Collucci, to Ward 2 Councillor Ritch Lau, and Ward 8 Councillor Issa Lee. Thank you for the privilege of being the honorary chair of the Chinese Month celebrations. But I say thank you to all of the co-chairs who put in considerable time to organize all of the celebrations this year. So let's just give them. I also want to say, as the Regional Councillor Jolie pointed out, and obviously we had the support of the councillors that are here for Chinese Heritage Month, but it really was the support of all of Markham Council. And I want to thank Regional Councillor Jim Jones, who's here. Jim has been a strong supporter of a number of things in the city of Markham, particularly sport. And we all know it doesn't matter where you come from in the world. The sports, like arts and culture actually, the sports has a wonderful ability to connect us, even if we can't speak the language. And I'm so proud that in the city of Markham, we hosted this past year the National Chinese Basketball Association, North American Chinese Basketball Association annual tournament, where they came here to the city of Markham. Chinese basketball players from right across North America converged here. And again, whether it's basketball, soccer, so many different sports, it's wonderful to see our community engaged and again, leveraging the diversity that we have here in the city of Markham. And also thanks to Nisha Patel, who's also here, newest member of council. And again, I know with her work as in the community organizations that she's involved in, a great supporter of diversity and making sure that diversity is reflected everywhere, whether it's in our schools, in our parks, in our community. And so thank you for joining us here today. And I would just say all of council would have been here, but there's different meetings, and actually I think a couple of councilors are representing me at other events because there's so much going on here in the city of Markham. I'll just say it's wonderful to be able to celebrate now this for the second year in a row. I am very proud of the fact that the city of Markham was the first city in Canada to proclaim February as Chinese Heritage Month. I don't think it could have picked a better city, to be honest, than the city of Markham to be the first city. Because of the impact the Chinese community has had here when it comes to our economic prosperity, the thousands of businesses that have been started and flourished here by the Chinese community. Of course, the incredible restaurants that we have where people come actually up from south of the border because they know of the quality of the culinary experience here in the city of Markham and the value that they get. And of course, there's so many Chinese arts and culture organizations and community groups that are active and vibrant. And that's what I see week after week, is that connection. It's so important. Don't underestimate the value when people come here from other parts of the world, get involved. Maybe they might start an association that's within their own community. But let's face it, as those organizations grow, whether it's in sport, whether it's in arts and culture, they have that ability to share all of that with the rest of the community. And this is what I value most about the city of Markham. There are experiences here that we can have in our own community, in our own neighborhoods, that you have to probably travel halfway around the world to experience, and we get to do that here. And truly this celebration not only encompasses that 5,000 plus years of history, but encompasses a vibrant Chinese community here in the city of Markham that's active and engaged. And I'll let the other councillors talk about it, but on February 5th, there's going to be a spectacular kickoff here at the Flato Market Theatre, a wonderful celebration to kick off Chinese Heritage Month, and then an all-day, of all days, right on Valentine's Day. There's going to be an all-day experience celebrating Chinese Heritage Month down at Milliken Mills. And again, I'll let the other co-chairs talk about the other aspects of it. I'm excited. Now, I also want to say it's too early, but also to wish you a very Pongkei Fai Choi. This is about Chinese Heritage Month. Let's make no mistake. It's a celebration, a month-long celebration that celebrates Chinese heritage. There'll also be many Chinese New Year's celebrations. But with this year being the year of the horse, again, very fitting with all of the activity. Because the horse symbolizes energy. And let me tell you, the Chinese Heritage Celebrations is all about that energy, that vibrancy that is alive and well here in the city of Markham. So thank you to all of the co-chairs. I know how passionate you are and how committed you are to these celebrations. And I want to say thank you to all the organizations that are going to be supporting the celebrations in one form or another, whether it's collaborating, whether it's actually performing or speaking or demonstrating at one of the events. Thank you to everyone involved for making the Chinese Heritage Month celebrations here in the city of Markham as energized as any horse could ever be. So thank you and congratulations to everyone.
From China, so we're going to bring us all the up-to-date information about what's happening between Canada and China. It was maybe a couple of years ago that Regional Councillor Yeung Collucci kind of, he was talking the board, and then he kind of suddenly tried this idea of Chinese Heritage Month. Of course, we all supporting it, but what I really appreciate is he was traveling, and and it's not easy to really get some new idea and get it done. So for your perseverance and your idea, your vision, Regional Councillor Yeung was the chair of the today. Thank you so much for your dedication. I myself travel quite extensively in China, so I know a bit of these 5,000 years of Chinese cultures. And what I really appreciate is being a minister of a different level of government for a few years. And this culture and tourism and sport actually is a fun. It's a fun, kind of like there's a fun position to drive investment. So this is very important for Markham and to have this Chinese Heritage Month being set up. I think the program for the next month is fantastic. As the mayor mentioned about the 5th of February, that will be fantastic performance here. And then on the 14th, which is Valentine's Day, there will be another performance and demonstration in this location. And the last one is actually a bit far away from here, which is in the market. York Region headquarters, and also we had the performance over there. So this is a combination of fantastic setup for the upcoming Chinese New Year. And as the mayor mentioned about it will be the year of the horse. And horse is full of energy, full of running, and full of getting a very fast pace. All right, and so that will be fantastic for the next month. And thank you all for coming, and all the family, the media, and you guys always good to show up and driving our community. Thank you so very much. And also, thank you for Regional Councillor Yeung, and I can't see the other councillor. Yeah, my eyesight is not very good. I can only see things in about 5 feet. So that's really nice. Anyway, thank you so very much. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley. Hi, everyone. Good morning. I am, first of all, very proud of being in this committee, and the second year of being in the co-chair position for celebrating Chinese Heritage Month in Markham. And last year, I had a great time. I enjoyed it very much. We had a lot of different kind of experience. And talking about Chinese heritage or Chinese culture, we often think of the amazing food, the lion dances, the kung fu, a lot of different art and stuff. But bringing something new this year, I want to talk about sports. Oftentimes you won't think about sports when you think about Chinese heritage, because if you think of it, we want more, but we don't have too many, say, Chinese immigrant becoming sports legend or stars. But if you look at the history, we actually had one. We always had one. It's hard to imagine. Imagine you're a young person, a young immigrant in the 1960s, and you're going to tryouts and professional games, and you're a Chinese guy. I play soccer too, but if you're going against people who are bigger and taller physically, this sport is about physicality. It's very difficult to be a Chinese person trying to compete in professional sports, but someone actually did it. And he's among us today. Let me just quickly recognize again the mighty Joe Nguyen. Yes, it's cool. You're all going to see. What happened to the long hair? What happened to the long hair? You look amazing with this. Did we get this? No. Oh, okay. So this was Joe back then when he was playing. He was like the first Chinese immigrant actually able to make it to the professional MLS, the Major League Soccer in North America. That was it's a very, I would say, amazing achievement. And to learn more about his story, you can come to one of the featured events, which is February 14th in the Lincoln Mills Community Center. You'll hear about how he beat all the different kind of guys. And I learned from him. So he told me something about, if you're not as tall as strong, that's okay. Determination and strong mentality, quickness. So he made up the physical deficiency that we didn't have the advantage with his mind, with his determination. And I think that's a real representation of the Chinese heritage. Making it and being successful in Canada. So congratulations, Joe. We'll hear from you more in February 14th. Thank you very much. Back to you, Ashley.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much, Ashley. So this is our second year to host such a wonderful event. And again, I also wanted to say thank you so much to all the hardworking co-chairs and also our honorary chair, our mayor as well, and also the entire Markham Council for supporting such a wonderful celebration. Just like our mayor said, that City of Markham pride ourselves as the most diverse city in Canada, and even Tamil Heritage Month, City of Markham is also the first one to proclaim that. And now it is Chinese Heritage Month. As a Chinese person, I was born and raised in Hong Kong, and I think it is very important for our generation, those first generation immigrants who immigrated to Canada, to continue to retain our culture and heritage. To understand where we come from, our bloodline, and who we are, and our identity, I think it is extremely, extremely important. That is how we contribute to this such a diverse and mosaic community in Canada. And when we recognize all the differences in terms of our language, our culture, and through that, we're able to find a lot in common. January, whereas we're still celebrating Tamil Heritage Month, I learned so much from just celebrating with them and understand the language, well, not fully, obviously, a few words or a few sentences, the clothing that they wear and the food that they eat, and that is how we learn from each other in terms of culture and also heritage. And I think that for us, when we celebrate our Chinese Heritage Month, that is also a way to promote these cultural exchanges in this community, a very, very diverse community, so that people can really learn about Chinese culture and our heritage. It's not merely just about certain performances. It's not about the food. I mean, obviously we always love food, but I think that heritage and culture is go deeper, way deeper than that. And I think that one of the days that thank you to Councillor Lee. This Lee, not regional Councillor Lee, but like Councillor Lee, Lisa Lee, that one of the events that she'll be organizing is about the development of Chinese character. And I think that is go way deep in our roots, where our language comes from. So I really, really look forward to that talk, that workshop, so that our next generation, not just this generation, the immigrants generation, but the next generation is very important for them to really understand where our culture comes from, the words and the language that we speak. And also wanted to say thank you to Ashley Lau as well, because I know that you have been, actually you lived in China for like more than 10 years, so you're extremely fluent in Mandarin and in English, obviously, and you also speak Spanish as well, so you yourself is also a very, very diverse person, and you will be also hosting our opening, which is February the 5th, and I really look forward to have you as our host. It's the first year as well, so I just wanted to say thank you very much for agreeing to be the host for our opening night as well. So thank you very much. So I really look forward to the series of events, and make sure you spread the word and invite a lot of people to come join us, and especially those are non-Chinese of heritage or origin, and that is how we promote this cultural exchange. And I wanted to say thank you so much for Councillor Patel for being here this morning to attend this media conference, and also Regional Councillor Jones as well. So wonderful, thank you very much.
Thank you once again, Ashley. Well, today I am extremely proud of being here and to announce some fun details about this Chinese Heritage Month celebration. Well, I just can't express any more happiness than this, because this year I gotta tell you, it's way more fun, and it's festive than ever. Well, actually, it's just our second year. Well, as Councillor Collucci already alluded to, we are having a bunch of great community partners this year. Well, even more than last year. So I won't take too much of a time to acknowledge them, because I know Ashley is gonna acknowledge them again and to talk more about the details. But personally, as a Chinese instrument player myself, a guzheng player myself, I'm extremely thrilled and proud to have the privilege to invite the TCO, the Toronto Chinese Orchestra, to be here. Well, actually my teacher was one of the players as well. She was the late Helen Yu, who taught me guzheng since I was so young. And it was, to me, it's really not just personal, but I think it's TCO, it's a really renowned organization in Chinese traditional music performance. So, I just, on behalf of the city, I just feel extremely proud to have you guys performing for us, to be part of this great, tremendous, great celebration at the theater at February 5th. Other than the TCO, we're also very proud to have Waylon Lee Wuxi Academy. 李师傅，真的非常感谢你。每次你就是对于我们市里的活动都是义不容辞的去参与，去来支持我们。而且李师傅呢，从Waylon Lee Academy, I believe many of us have witnessed and watched how they perform, and their students were actually really really great, and they got lots of like international awards representing Markham in many tons of like competitions. So another pride point that I would like to share with all of you. Li Shifu, Master Li's team, they're going to come to perform as well for the line dance as well as the wushu demonstration. Also at the February at the theater here. So yeah, just stay tuned. And well, for February 14th, as the mayor has also mentioned about, it's a Valentine's Day celebration, and we are actually more than happy to celebrate with all of you together at the Village Community Center. And well, just would like to take this opportunity to thank again the great partners, the Toronto Chinese Culture Center, the Greater Toronto, they are also the second year partnering with us, so we're so grateful to have them. Unfortunately, Chairman Ellen Lam was not able to come here today, but we have Vice President Emily Wong here. They will be, well, when you come to the Milliken Mills Center, as well as the opening night show here at the theater, you're gonna witness, you're gonna see the face living of this place, because the Chinese Culture Center is gonna decorate this into a great Chinese culture with a lot of flavor and elements showcasing the Chinese heritage celebration. So once again, thanks to the Toronto Chinese Culture Center. And also, well, we can't miss the CCAA, the Chinese Collective Arts Association. I just want to take this opportunity to give a shout out to Karen Long for your great coordination in putting everything together for the different events. As well, we have the president, Raymond. Raymond is here, Raymond Lam, to coordinate everything. CCAA is also one of the performing partners at the theater here at the February 5th. So just want to express our heartfelt thanks to your entire team for contributing to this celebration as showcasing our heritage. So I hope I didn't miss out. Oh, another important part is he wasn't here, so it's easily for me to miss the OCTCM, the Ontario College of the Traditional Chinese Medicine. 安大略中医学院，他们每一年都跟我们合作，去年开始呢，我们做了一个中医义诊的活动，其实这个座无虚席，非常的 popular. Well, the TCM they offered us last year the free diagnosis sessions for the public throughout the day of the celebration. So it was actually very popular that day. So we are actually very grateful to have them here again for the teachers and the doctors to be with us. And well, all the partners that I mentioned, they are actually also performing, not just performing, doing booths and also giving workshops. So well, that will be a fun and solid and meaningful day for all of us. So as we all just mentioned, hope everybody will spread the word, and we hope to see you all there, both at the opening and also the different events throughout the month. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ashley. Isn't she doing a great job? Right, thank you for helping out here event. So the good news is all the event we're having is free. Okay, so February 5th theater, the ticket is free. So you will have to contact each of the co-chair here. They will have the ticket at their disposal to give it to you. And also the media, you're welcome. You know that they have ticket for you too. Again, it's free. And first of all, I want to thank all my co-chair, Deputy Mayor Chen, Councillor Lisa Lee, Councillor Amanda, Councillor Ritch Lau, and of course our Parliament Chair, Ms. Scarpitti, and Markham Council for the support, right, to have this Chinese heritage happening. And particularly, I also want to thank my assistant Nira, along with the co-chair assistant, for doing a great job. You see, this morning they're here running around, putting all the things ready here without all this thing. See the decoration here, they did all this. Thank you, all the assistant. And finally, the list is Karen Wong at the back because she's hiding. I couldn't see her for coordinating coordinating this event here. Karen, thank you for bringing all the artist group together for a wonderful performance. So I'm pretty sure February 5th and your vision, everything is going to end up successfully for this year. And today, of course, I heard, because my colleague was asking me where's the food. The food actually is on its way here. It's a compliment from Frederick Restaurant. But before the food arrival, I also want to pay attention to a great CEO, Andy Taylor, is here today. Thank you for coming here. And of course, I had a dignitary here, so I saw my colleague from the Hatha Association, Joe Samuel, is here, and for bringing support here. So again, the food coming here is free. So Nira will check why it's late here. So I just found out when I went to order food yesterday at Fabric, they were closed because there was no staff show up to work. so that's why I say, are you sure you can deliver the food today, right? Because if you closed yesterday, you can get the food ready because they open 11 o'clock. I say, you have to have the food here, so it's only 2 minutes before noon time. Make sure you arrive here. Okay, so we're going to finish around that time. The food should be on time to serve to our audience, so they don't get hungry. They don't get hungry before they leave here. So thank you for all the media friends also for attending this morning. Again, thank you for all this organizers who's going to participate in the event. From the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you. Of course, I always say in English. 谢谢你们的大家支持多谢晒你们多为个支持多恰呢开始该支持 So I have used all the Chinese dialect to thank my co-chair and all the people, have a wonderful day. So I know the snow just stopped, so I think hopefully with this thing over, then the snow can start again. So thank you for attending the event. So let's go on to the arrival, and thank you again one more time.
You don't want
I don't wish Chair and Regional Councillor Joe is singing.
It's going to be a surprise.
Yes. Anyone else? Something else you don't want us to miss?
Well, I'll just say, I have not seen the lineup. I don't know what
So it's going to be a surprise as well.
It's a surprise, but I was here last year for the kickoff of Chinese Heritage Month. It was a spectacular show, it really was. Everything from the Palo High dragon dancing that took place on stage. I couldn't watch it at the time because I thought, oh my God, I don't miss the next poll. But that was phenomenal performances. And obviously, with all the groups involved, be the dancing, the cultural performance. It's always not only the music and the dance and the singing is beautiful, but it's so colorful. I think that's what really impressed me most last year with the opening ceremonies.
Well, I would say that there are a lot of programs lined up for in these 3 days, and from like stunning visual type of performances, on the stage, and also for people to really learn hands-on experiences, which is the workshop that Council Lee organized, and also at your region, we also have a series of performances there as well. So I think that it's really difficult for me to kind of just pinpoint one thing. I think that just like I mentioned earlier, that I have always been so fascinated about how Chinese characters and the language come about. And even though back in the days that when I study Chinese literature and Chinese history, it's still not enough to kind of tell me how this all came about. If I remember correctly, people carve on the stone, right, on the wall and in the cave. How, and then kind of turn into the characters that they were writing about. So it's just the evolution of the language. I think it's something that I always find is very, very fascinating. So that's something that I'm really, really looking forward to. Not to mention about some singing performances, is going to be surprised. We're not going to give you too much information at this point, but make sure you come and join all 3 days of celebration because obviously, Chinese heritage and Chinese culture is so rich. You're not going to be able to kind of learn everything in 1 day. So just come and drop by and enjoy and have lots of fun. And I think that talk about food, Regional Councilor Jolie already said that we're going to have food a little bit later. So actually it's almost like the first celebration already. So we'll be able to kind of enjoy the food together and enjoy the conversation together. So that is what I can share in terms of what I like most. So.
If you don't want to miss 2 things, you got a fortune, the red pockets, and Shanghai Beach from Mr. May.
Okay, you skewed a bit.
It's also kind of expected that our Mr. Mayor is going to sing, right? But but we don't know which song are you going to perform, so this is a surprise. Just guess, good guess. Well, I forgot to mention the tea master. Too bad, don't tell Connie. Connie, the tea master, last year she was she actually did a very good workshop where the premier was also there, and some other councillors were there as well. She actually got tea demonstrations. She talked about the history of the tea, different tea leaves, different types, and how the traditional Chinese tea, how we made it, and it was actually very interactive. For those who are the tea lovers, you can never miss that. Yeah. So see you at the February 14th at the Wellington.
The line of Chinese people. For example, one evolution strengthen your body. So that's why we have evolution. One evolution, like evolution, memorize all the notes. The fingers stimulate the brain, and dancing is all the coordinations. So all these background is it's not just performing or anything. So all these things because develop the body, develop the lifestyle. That's all we call it. So it's good our intimate, but also benefits behind the culture. It's also a good thing to share with them. So I'm not sure it's a surprise, but since Councillor Yeung mentioned, I hope one surprise will be her Deng Guzhang in this, or if not this one, I may propose it for next year's Chinese Heritage Month performance. So, propose it.
We just have the ticket printed, so every one of them will be their own share of ticket. They will be able to help distribute to the group the requested.
Just email.
Yeah, so all the co-chair will have taken.
Yeah, and I believe we also have a
email Jolie and Mama.
Yeah, so you can email any of the co-chair or also the honorary chair, which is our mayor, to get tickets. So I just want to remind you that tickets is only required for Flatten Market Theater event, which is February 5th. For the rest of the events, you do not require any tickets. So it's more like just drop by and come by. Yeah. And also after this media conference, we'll be also sending all of you the media release as well. So all the details in terms of time, dates, and location will be in that media release as well. I mean, honestly, if you have any further questions, please feel free to kind of stop any one of us to ask the questions.
So she's a bit further away in Newmarket. So it's a showcase. For those of you who have never experienced a regional government, that is a good place to come. We have the 9 o'clock meeting immediately right after the meeting around 12, around where so you can come and maybe listen to how we conduct our regional government meeting, and then right after that performance. And also, thanks for the regional chair, and then chief of staff, Joey. The regional government is going to provide a lunch. I think last year they catered for Mandarin restaurant, so it's free. Okay, if you're coming to Newmarket, so you won't be go hungry. Okay, so regional government will provide a lunch for all of